Yo. Where I need to. Headphones. Look at my face. Yo. Whoa. Hold up. Hold up. Yo. Hold up. Yo, do you see all this? That means that I'm live right now on Psychonaut Hotline. Come in, push the button, and just talk. It's just free. Just chill, vibe. Come on, stop being weird. That means that I'm live right now on Psychonaut Hotline. Come in. Oh, that's stupid. All right, I'm gonna do another one. Yo, do you see all of this happening? Yes. That means that I'm live right now on Psychonaut Hotline. Come in and vibe, push the button, and just kick it. Stop being weird. Ah. That should work. That I'm live right now on Psychonaut Hotline. Come in and vibe, push the button, and just kick it. Stop being weird. Ah. Yo, do you see all of this? I'm trying that again. I like that. That was good. I'm gonna try it again. Yo, do you see all of this going down? Yes, that means that I'm live right now on Psychonaut Hotline. Push the button and just come talk to me. Stop being weird. Ah! No, I'm trying. Yo, if you see all this stuff, then it means that I'm live right now on Psychonaut Hotline. Come in, push the button, talk, vibe, and just come in. Just vibe. Stop being weird. There you go. All right, I gotta put that on Instagram, guys. If you're in here, give me a second. Hold up. Do I hear you guys? 1 second. Desktop audio. That goes to the speakers, bro. All right, here we go. 1 second. Let me get my YouTube. Let me get my YouTube link so I can promote it. I know it's on right now. There we go. Am I on right now? I think I'm on right now. My live is on? Is my live on? Am I on, bro? Can somebody tell me if I'm on live right now? Am I on? Am I on YouTube live? I think so. Am I on YouTube live? Am I on YouTube live? I think I'm live right now. I should be live. Oh yeah, I am live. Okay, cool. Okay. So let me share this link. Hold up, y'all. I'll give you guys like an extra half hour while I get this all figured out. Do I have water? Yeah. Okay, that's the link. Hold up. Man, I hope you guys aren't talking to me because I'm not saying anything.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Where's my lives, bro? Lives. Alright, it's on right now. Let me just get the link. Plug it. Watch the live. And then YouTube live, like a GIF. Yeah, I don't like that GIF. I need a new GIF. Alright. Got that one going on. Let me plug this on X, and then I'll be good. Talking drugs. What am I talking about? Talking drugs, science, maybe some other things, maybe some reality. Drugs, science, maybe some reality manifesting concepts. I don't know, or maybe not. Okay, boom. All right, man. Here I am. I'm on this thing called YouTube Live. I hope you can hear me. Let me turn it up a little bit so you guys can really hear me. Yo, okay, you can hear me now. Let me get up closer so you can see me. If I get close, it's like... Oh, wait, no. Okay. This is fine, bro. I'm good like this. Can y'all hear me? Let me turn it up a little more. Yo, can you hear me now? You can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. No competing auditory stuff. Dang. All right. It's wild because I can't even play like any background music because I don't want to have a copyright strike. So I gotta just sit here and listen to silence. Straight silence, bro. But definitely got a live going on, that's for sure. Although it doesn't say it on my YouTube thing, bro. Let me see. If I go on my YouTube videos. Bro, does it say I'm on right now? Bro, come on. How do I look at my account? Manage videos. Lives. Is it on right now? I should be on, bro. Hey, I'm on. I think I'm on. I don't even know, bro. I think I'm on. Am I on? Bro, am I on? Am I not on, bro? I don't even know. Whatever, man. If you can hear this, then Oh no, say hi to me. Live chat. Maybe I'll just go there. Okay, I am online. Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. And I'll see myself. Yo, I have 273 subscribers. Let me tell you guys about Your Drug on Brains and why I'm happy with the current stuff. So I started Your Drug on Brains on September 1st. And since then I have 273 subscribers. My Instagram is blowing up like crazy. I didn't even expect this to happen, but I have 273 subscribers. I think I have a total of 31 videos. Let me actually tell you guys the overall stats so you guys can know. Because, man, I look at this stuff every single day. It's like I'm addicted to it. So, let me see. The last 28 days, I got 2,600 views on shorts, 383 views on videos. I got to increase that. I don't know how to increase views on videos, bro. I don't. Yeah, I got lots of subscribers. Most of my subscribers, it's like half and half. I get most of them on shorts and most of them on videos. So it's not really, shorts are important. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong, bro. That's all wrong. Okay, sorry, that's wrong. What I just told you was wrong. So let me tell you guys the whole year, right? So I started September 1st, right? So far, most of my views, 85% of the views that I receive are from YouTube Shorts. 85%, bro, of all of my views are from YouTube Shorts, which is crazy. Because YouTube Shorts is just a 3-minute vertical video, up to 3 minutes, but 85% of my views are from Shorts. That is wild, bro. That's almost 10,000 views. And then I have 14.4 or 14.6%, which is almost the rest of the percentage, is from the actual big videos. And that's 1.7 thousand, right? And then only 0.4% of my views are from the live stream. But considered, I only did one live stream before this one. So, you know, that's kind of cool. I'm kind of cool with those, with those numbers at least. Let's see. What else can I tell you guys? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, how viewers found me. That's important too. 71% of viewers found me from the shorts feed. Dang, bro, these shorts are just taking over, bro. Like, these shorts are like, oh, where were you at? These shorts are everything, bro. These shorts are like taking over the whole game. It's like the entirety of humans, or the entirety of people's comprehension is only limited to about 3 minutes. Whatever you can put in a short is what people watch. And that tells you something about the future of humanity. It's like, if you cannot be precise and brief on your concepts, your philosophy, your statements, people are going to tune out. Seriously. So really, you know, I go to these conferences all the time. Like, I was in Finland a couple weeks ago talking about DMT, and I had like a half-hour talk. Oh, is that Sabi? Oh, wow, Sabi's in here. What up, Sabi? He found me from Maastricht, bro. Yeah, Sabi found me from Maastricht. How did I meet Sabi? Let me think about the origin story of Sabi and I. So I was friends with Anna. Anna's my first friend in this wild city. We met like literally the first 2 weeks. She was doing like some freshman recruiting thing, or freshman, I don't know. She was getting freshman tours, like tours for first year students. And then Bettina called me in, my supervisor. She called me in to do some FNIRS. And like, I couldn't do anything. And she called me in to come to her office, and I did. And then Anna was also there, and I met her. But how did I meet Sabi officially? Dang, I don't even know. Like, what was the first interaction with Sabi? Probably like, I want to say at LBB, but that's probably not it. I think I met Sabi probably in the hallways or something at Maastricht University in the UNS 40 building, probably. What up, Symmetric Vision? How did Finland react to the whole DMT laser thing? Oh my gosh. First off, what up to Symmetric Vision, one of the top visual producers when it comes to replicating the psychedelic experience. I mean, his stuff is tremendous. Definitely check him out on Instagram, YouTube, and I think probably TikTok too. So great question. What do these Finnish people believe? First off, let me tell you about the whole Finnish scene. So the Finnish psychedelic scene was quite an extraordinary experience. So there's not a lot. Actually, there isn't any. You can't comment in the chat on YouTube, Kate says. Well, you have to have a YouTube account to comment. And if you don't have a YouTube account, then you can't comment. Also, if you don't have a YouTube account, then you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page. So, Kate, get a YouTube account, number one, and then you can talk and you can like subscribe. But yo, Finland, let me tell you about Finland, guys. So, like, there isn't any clinical research done in Finland, meaning that they can't give people psychedelics in Finland and research their brain. People are taking psychedelics in Finland, obviously, but you can't do research, right? Kate got called out. Yo, why is this on? Is this like? Hold up, guys. Let me change the. I don't want people to hear. Okay, here we go. Now I can only hear the beep. So yeah, Finland is wild. So they don't do psychedelic research in Finland, but what they're about is about retreats. Because Finland, if you ever like check out Finland, Finland is a beautiful place, bro. It's an absolutely extraordinary, beautiful place. There's lots of pine trees. Everything is fresh. Everything smells fresh. You go to Finland and it's like the water is fresh. It's the cleanest water in the world. The people are so happy in Finland. Actually, it's the happiest country on the entire planet, Finland. It's like wild. It's freaking bonkers. But they're focused on retreats, like psychedelic retreats. Like that's the thing that they're doing is these wild retreats. And I actually talked to this guy. I have his card right here, which is crazy. His name is, I'll block his phone number out because maybe he doesn't want people to call him up. But his name is Timu Rasin, director and co-founder of this like psychedelic retreat center. And he was telling me that there's like, and also you just can't go to a retreat center just to chill or vibe for the week. You got to sign up for an entire course. And the courses, the like smallest course was like 35 days. So you have to be essentially locked inside this giant psychedelic retreat center for 35 days. They have internet, they have, water and everything, but you're still locked inside of a place for over a month. And he said that a lot of people are, they're taking psychedelics for sure, but they're also doing things like making art and creating songs and stuff. So it's beyond just taking psychedelics. It's a place where you can just dose on whatever you want and get away from society and just create art. Sounds pretty amazing, but also super expensive because I can't imagine a psychedelic retreat center for an entire month being under 5,000 euro. Like that, it's going to be a lot of money because they feed you as well. Wi-Fi, electricity. So I don't really, actually, if you guys want to check out this Finnish psychedelic retreat center, the website to go to is, write this down, guys, arteles.org. That is the guy's website. I haven't been to the website, but like this dude is trying to put up these retreat centers all across Finland. So that's what they're about. But as far as how did Finland respond to my DMT laser talk, well, so everyone wants to talk about this freaking red laser, bro. These red lasers that are just synonymous with DMT. And how did we even get to this point when everyone's talking about red lasers? So earlier this year, actually, there was a guy that claims that if you beam a red laser, if you shoot a red laser off an object and it bounces off an object, that it will and then you look at that laser bouncing off the object like a wall or something, that if you smoke DMT and look at this red laser, the red laser is going to reveal that there's some code behind the wall, and this code supports the idea of simulation theory, which basically means that this entire reality is just a huge computer simulation. That's what people believe, right? So I went to Finland, bro. I went all the way to Finland to tell people that this idea is just BS. That's what I told people. I flew across the planet to tell people, if you believe that looking at this red laser light while you're tripping on DMT is going to reveal the secrets of the universe, then bro, you are deluded, number one, which is fine, it's cool. But I had to explain to people why they're actually deluded. And that's what I did. I broke it down. And how did they respond to it? Symmetric vision? Bro, I mean, come on, man. It's like, here. Actually, I'll even tell you how they responded. People's response to what I say about this red laser DMT thing is so predictable, right? That I actually predicted the questions people would ask, and I already had responses ready for the questions that people would actually ask. And guess what happened? They asked the questions that I thought that they would ask, and guess what? I hit them hard with these factual, scientific responses, bro, because come on, man. You cannot expect DMT to unravel mysteries of the universe. Bro, you're tripping on DMT. You could have a personal revelation that could help you with your life, which is important. You could talk to an entity, okay, an alien that could help you out, but it's not an alien from a different dimension or a different portal or a different galaxy. It's your own self-manifestation of a being that's talking to you. Essentially, you're talking to yourself and you're giving yourself advice. You're having a conversation with yourself and you're externalizing yourself as some insect alien or whatever. That's what's happening, right? But anyway, so I had the breakdown ready, symmetric vision. I gave them the answers. I had these questions ready. I had the answers ready for the questions. And yeah, they here's the thing. Whenever you're prepared to deal with BS, then your response to BS is like eloquent, It's not like you're arguing. It's like you have an eloquent response. It's almost like the equivalent of being a samurai and chopping off a person's head. And then as you put the sword back in the sheath, you clean the blood off. All in one solid swoop. That's how it is. So I was definitely ready. And wait, you're not on TikTok? Oh, well, you should. Dude, Symmetric Vision, bro, if you see his stuff is so amazing and it's so tremendous. Like, if you ever want to see what it's like to trip on psychedelics, look at this dude's stuff, because he is like I think the only person on the planet who has somehow mastered these very small visual modulations that happen when you're on these different psychedelics, and how your peripheral changes and alters and augments and the colors shift and the blurs happen. Hey, Symmetric Vision, plug your like website or your Instagram or something, or your YouTube. Plug it, please. You have the authority or the approval to plug it, because I want everyone to see this stuff. Sabi. So yeah, those. I mean, listen. Yes. So obviously, those giant retreat centers in Finland, they're crazy, life-changing for sure. If you could spend a month in a Finnish forest taking drugs and making art and eating fresh food, bro, that's a huge flex. That's a massive flex. But honestly, the average person can't afford that time away from work. Or they just can't even afford it at all. I mean, it's a privilege that's only allowed for the very rich. So those are the type of people that you're really connecting with, is really rich people. And rich people are like, I don't know, man. They think differently. And also, to be honest with you, rich people are the ones that probably require those retreats the most because their entire perspective is so unlike the average person. You know, if you're super rich and you can afford a, 10,000 euro retreat for a whole month, then you can do a lot with, you're obviously in a different cognitive realm, I guess, if you want to call it that. Let's see, I'm reading all the chat right now. Symmetric vision, I can, of course. Symbolic representation of your own subconscious mind. That's what I always believed DMT entities were. Yeah, so, like, that's what it is, guys. It's like, so first off, we all have inner dialogues with ourselves. We always talk to ourselves. Whether we're trying to find our keys, whether you're trying to figure out some math problem in school, whether you're trying to think what you should text your ex, these are all times in which you just talk to yourself. You have these inner dialogue conversations. And honestly, like, when you have these conversations, you're having a full, like, it's almost like there's a second person inside your own body. So whenever you do DMT, you could externalize these inner dialogues that you have, and perhaps you want to tell yourself something, but it will hit harder if the person or the thing that tells you this is actually some constructed insectoid alien entity that tells you that you need to work on your ballet lessons or something. I don't know, whatever you want to do it. But, like, that's the thing. It's like, the question is really, why are we externalizing these ideas that we have created for ourselves? Why are we externalizing it to things like aliens and insects, bro? I don't know. That's a great idea. I mean, that's a great sort of thing to look at. We need, like, a therapist to look at that. Or maybe like a psychedelic, not even a psychedelic therapist. We need a therapist to look at why we're doing all of these externalizations of our own personality as, like, entities. But to believe that we're traveling to different portals and stuff, bro, come on, stop it. Everybody that believes that, like, honestly, to be honest with you guys, if you took every single person on the planet, every person, right, and you gave me all the people that truly believe that DMT opens some type of portal in your head in which you can talk to aliens. If you gave me those people and put them in front of me one by one, I could talk to them rationally to the point where they would be like, oh, you know what, Zeus? You're right. Perhaps these aliens aren't real. They're just constructs that I've created in my brain because, I want to talk to aliens or something, So the Finnish people, they I mean, it was kind of the same vibe. Like, they were very argumentative at first, because people love to argue, like, if there's an audience, you will always have people arguing with you. You're on stage, people are behind or in front of you. So the argumentative aspects of a conference is just undeniable. But if you're cool with them and you just talk to them rationally, then they'll like understand. And of course, really the biggest conversations about what I talk about doesn't really happen during the Q&A, but it happens after my talk is done. Like at the after party or after the first day of the conference or whatever. So many people come up to me and they just have these really deep thoughts and deep concepts that they've been really honing and crafting for a very long time. You could tell because how they tell me these things are very carefully are like articulate it, you know. So, and I'll listen to them. I listen to them because I have nothing else to do. I'm at the conference to listen to people and to talk. I'm not gonna shy away from conversation, bro. I'll tell you what, man. The best thing at conferences, honestly, is caffeine, coffee. Like, I don't really drink coffee on the daily, but when I'm at a conference, bro, I'm downing at least like 8 cups of coffee because I just need energy. I need a way to continuously be focused on conversations because that's what these conferences are. And of course, they don't serve things like Ritalin or 3-MMC. They don't give away 3-MMC. If they did, I'm sure conversations would also flow. They don't give MD at these conferences. They should, so that it could facilitate a different type of interaction, social interaction. That'd be cool. I would love that. Man, I would love to go to a conference, no cap. Guys, I would love to go to a conference that freely gave out psychedelics to facilitate communication between people at the conference. And it makes sense because these conference tickets, bro, you're dropping like $700, $600, sometimes $800 for a ticket to watch experts talk about psychedelics. If you're dropping $800 for a ticket, the least you could do is give a person a gram of MDMA or something. Give them some Ken at least. All right. I'm reading chat right now. Wait, the Finnish psychedelic retreat thing is fully legal? Yeah, so it's fully legal, but they don't really call, like, yes, it's fully legal for sure, but the psychedelic aspect of it is very hush-hush. Like, it's well understood that if you pay a certain amount at this retreat center, you will get dose psychedelics for sure, without a doubt. That's a thing. But they don't really promote it or advertise it because technically, like, Finland's cool, but they're not that cool. You know? Like, you'd probably get in trouble for it. So it's a sort of under the rug, if that makes, like, under the radar type of vibe. But yes, they do have retreat centers, and you can definitely trip and vibe at these retreat centers for sure. I thought Finland was very illegal in terms of substances. Yeah, it is. Hey, first off, so yeah, let me say that Finland, when it comes to doing substances, it's very illegal to do substances. You can't even research with people. Like, it's pretty wild. But what Finland does do, which is fantastic, bro, and I'm not even lying, Finland has the best Mexican food in the entire European continent, and I will die on that hill. Bro, I will die on that hill. Somehow, Finland, in the creation of the entire country, the people that are there, they have acquired the best Mexican food. I had Mexican food twice. No, I had Mexican food 3 times in Finland from 3 different places. And it was consistently the top 3 Mexican places I've ever had in Europe. It actually rivaled places that I've had in California. Yeah. And also, one of the restaurants that I went to, it was like a booth. It was called Mr. Taco, which is wild. Anyways, it was called Mr. Taco. The guy who was cooking the food was from California. So crazy. And I'm like, bro, you're from California? He's like, yeah, I'm from San Diego. So this dude moved to Finland like 6 years ago. And he says he loves it. And he doesn't ever want to move back to California at all. He can speak Finnish. He's happy. He's making cash. He's making good Mexican food. And he's like, bro, I don't want to go back to California ever. So I understand the appeal of Finland. Finland is a dope place, bro. Finland's nice, man. Finland's a cool, very cool place. Very cool place. And good Mexican food. Spilling water all over my face. Sabi says, it might be possible to make a low-budget version of a month-long retreat with psychedelics for people who are desperate or bold enough to save up for it. Yeah, so, like, that, honestly, Sabi, you have literally stumbled on something that I believe would go very, very far. So, the problem with retreat centers, all right, is that they are literally carved out for the rich. And the reason why is because that's just how the understanding of retreat centers are in the psychedelic field. Guys, what is a retreat center, you know? For example, there's like these weekend-long retreat centers in Amsterdam. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? You like go there, you get shrooms, you get maybe 3.5 grams of shrooms on like one day, maybe have it on the second day too, it depends. So let's say total 5 grams of like shrooms, right? 5 grams of shrooms, they cook for you. And when I mean cook, I mean hummus and bread, fruit, maybe some risotto, but not like your risotto, Sabi. But you know what I mean? They have some really good food, but very basic food. So you have basic food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. You got water for, let's say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. And of course, when you're tripping on like anything, you don't really want to eat because you're tripping, right? So you have, let's say, 5 grams of dried mushrooms. And then you have a place to crash, which could be like a bed. It could be like a hostel situation. It could be like, I mean, honestly, guys, it could be as simple as a cot on a floor with a shared bathroom. You could, and like that right there is super cheap. It's honestly the price, like it's super cheap. Like really what you're paying for is food. You're paying for food. And if you can find a way to reduce the amount of cost when it comes to food or just have very basic food, then you could have a retreat. You could, honestly, per person, right? It would probably cost like, I mean, like honestly, you could probably offer a weekend retreat center, give a person shrooms, feed them for like, and you could charge them and make cash. I would say maybe like, honestly, and I'm not even like probably like $200, like 200 euro, and you could still make cash. You could still make tons of cash because if you're charging people 200 euro, and you can even do it for cheaper than that. You could do it for like 150 and still make cash. Like 50 a day and still make cash. That's cheaper than a hostel. Maybe the same price as a hostel. So you all right, let's just say 200 euro for the whole week, right? For the whole weekend. 200 euro per person, right? That's cheap. That's crazy cheap. And you're making at least like 100 euro per person, at least. So you get 10 people on a weekend, and you're making a profit of 1,000 euro for 10 people to just trip. I mean, it's so like, I mean, honestly, you shouldn't have to spend like 8,000 euro for like a weekend ayahuasca session or whatever, man. These psychedelic retreat people are just gouging people's wallets when it comes to providing a place to trip, food, and the drugs itself. So really, the best thing a person could possibly do is provide the same service and just undercut all these people's prices, bro. Just literally undercut them all. Provide not even the same service, provide a better service for like a fraction of the price. You're still getting paid. You're still making a lots of cash, but you aren't making like, you know, like you aren't ripping people off. You aren't getting like 12 times the amount of cash. You're getting twice the amount of cash, which is still good money, you know? So like that's what people should do. Man, if I were in the business of making a psychedelic retreat, I would create an affordable weekend psychedelic retreat that would be like €200 for the whole weekend, food, lodging, like a little party, and the actual drug itself. €200. You drop the price down that far, you will get like 50 people every single week, every single weekend. 50 people every single weekend, right? And that's like, you can just put a base level where you just keep it at 50 people. That's like, you're making €5,000 profit every single weekend, man. That's €20,000 a month from having a cheap, affordable, budget psychedelic weekend retreat. You're still making €20,000 a month, bro. You know, that's insane. Let me see. I'm reading chat right now. But yeah, that's a great, Sabi. Honestly, I'm telling, man, and Symmetric Vision, bro, any person that wants to have a retreat center, the way to do it is to have a cheap, affordable retreat center that everyone can afford. You would crush it. Crush it. You would crush it. Sabi says, Finland sounds like a good place to do it as well. Yeah, Finland's good. But really, I mean, any place is good. Heck, really what you could do is you could just start in like, let's say for example, like Hungary, and have a good sort of, you know, retreat center, a weekend retreat center, start a chain of them, and just put one up in every country. Put one up in the, you know, freaking Czech Republic, in Hungary, in the UK, or, you know, in like England, and just have it like a chained retreat center, like almost like a chain restaurant, but it's a chain retreat center, a budget retreat center, like how they have budget hotels across the entire planet. Have a budget retreat center. Crush it. Crush it. Symmetric Vision says, yeah, I'm very averse to most psychedelic retreat business-wise. Yeah, because like, that's the thing. It's like, most people don't even, like, okay, let's say you're some business type person and you've been hearing about, I don't know, ketamine or something, you know? Or ayahuasca or mushrooms. You don't really know how to acquire these substances. You don't have a dealer because you're some business guy, you know, or some business gal. You don't know how to acquire these substances, number one. Number two, you don't even know how much they cost, right? So that basically entails that a facilitator can just jack up the prices to whatever they want and just rip any person off. But they don't even know they're getting ripped off. They're just thinking that they're getting a, you know, retreat or whatever, but they're getting ripped off. So what you should have is a person that is in the game, a person that has bought drugs from a dealer and understands drugs. That's who you need as a retreat facilitator. Most retreat facilitators are just people that have a super rich uncle or have acquired some cash via funding or something, and they're business bros themselves. They're pharma bros themselves. They don't really understand the psychedelic scene. They're just trying to cash out. So, man, you got to get somebody literally inside the psychedelic game to make an effective and decent and affordable retreat center. And that could be you, Sabi, or you, Symmetric Vision, or you, whoever who's out there. I don't know. That's my advice. Good businesses, yes, exactly. Sabi says, maybe have a garden and a kitchen. Make it part of the experience that people are also working in the garden, cooking their own food. I know, like, it's so, you can even, like, all you have to do is construct a story for people to do. Like, you have to construct a narrative for people to do for the entire weekend. Say that, it's about rebuilding your own inner whatever, your inner self, and you need to be able to clean. You need to be able to, and have people clean up in the kitchen. Have people do the garden. Have people maintain stuff. Have people build stuff for have people develop things. Like, it could be like, that could be the whole thing. And of course, whatever they build, what they clean, what they take care of, it's going to just help the entire retreat center. So not only are you charging people to do drugs at a very affordable rate, but you're also saving cash on things like cleaning up, after like people. You don't have to drop cash on like a janitor or a cleaning person. The people that are the retreat people are also cleaning up after themselves. So it's like, that would be the best idea. Like, literally, I want somebody to take that idea and make it into something. Seriously, I won't, like, literally, I'm giving you guys a free idea. Here, take it. It's a free idea. It's a free idea. Take the idea, and once the idea is up and running, give me a free ticket. There you go. Let's see. I'm still reading. Symmetric Vision says, I have seen enough psychosis and retreats that I don't want to take responsibility for people's minds. Oh, very true. Also, I'm living in Latvia, and psychedelics are illegal here. Shout out to Latvia. Yo, hey, Symmetric Vision. So, for the longest, I believe that, so I'm not sure if you're into comics, but there's a supervillain called Dr. Doom, right? And in the comics, he was the ruler of a country that I believe, up until like 3 or 4 months ago, was called Latvia. But it's not called Latvia. It's called Latveria or something. But my entire childhood, I thought Latvia was the country where Dr. Doom ruled over. Of course, I know that Dr. Doom's not a real person, but I'm saying. But anyways, it wasn't Latvia. It was Latveria. Whatever. Symmetric Vision says, I've been offered jobs as facilitator numerous times, but I always declined, even though I am an amazing trip center, because I can't take responsibility for each individual's minds. I know. Symmetric Vision, I know, bro. I know how it feels, man, to, like... Also, let me just go into that for a quick second, bro. Like, all these therapists, these psychedelic therapists, do they not realize that they have an incredible responsibility? Because a person is giving your consciousness, they're giving their consciousness to you to handle for like 6 hours. That's a massive responsibility. But not only that, you have to help them integrate this wild experience they've have. So these therapists need to really understand the responsibility that they actually have. Like, it's pretty severe. And of course, if you're a facilitator, you are kind of a therapist. You're the person giving the person the drugs. And you have the responsibility of making sure that they're actually okay. So, yeah, if you are going to make a retreat center, make sure you got people that know how to deal with people's various states of consciousness, because these states of consciousness will definitely vary based on person, based on drug, based on time of day, based on settings, all types of stuff. What up, Aaron Vanden? Shout out to Aaron Vanden. Actually, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think Aaron Vanden is actually either the director or the producer of the trailer for The Discovery. And The Discovery is the video in which people are talking about looking at this red laser light bouncing off objects, the diffracted laser light, smoking DMT, and seeing the mysteries of the universe. I believe Aaron Vanden is the producer or the director of The Discovery. So congratulations and welcome aboard, Mr. Aaron Vanden. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Let's see. Symmetric Vision says, none of the people who offered me job as a facilitator could answer a question. What do you do when people go psychedelic? Wait, psychedelic. Psychotic. A little bit different. Let me read that question again. None of the people who offered me job as facilitator could answer a question. What do you do when people go psychotic? What do you do when people have serotonin syndrome? Yeah, so serotonin syndrome wouldn't be acquired from a brief encounter with psychedelics. I think that's acquired over time. But it's messed up. But yeah, psychosis can definitely happen. I mean, psychosis is wild, bro. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have dealt with anybody that has actually had psychosis, but I've seen it many times. Many times. And bro, psychosis, it's like you're talking to a brick wall that is on a constant loop of thought. And that loop of thought is impenetrable. Like, they could say that, like, there's a bomb in the city that's going to blow up the whole city. And they believe that, and they keep on saying that. And you can say whatever, but it will not get them out the psychosis. The only thing that will get them out the psychosis is just time. So, yeah, man, that's the reason why I haven't opened up a retreat center, because, like, guys, I'm a neuroscientist. I am not a therapist. All right, I'm not a therapist. I'm a decent trip sitter. But, like, when a person goes into psychosis, really all you can do is just listen to them, and you just have to just listen to them, basically. Seriously. Let's see. What do you do when someone has hypertensive crisis? Ayahuasca retreat. Hypertensive crisis. Yeah, I mean, like, oh my gosh, ayahuasca is a wild drug, man. Because, like, it causes so much physiological reactions. Like, man, like, what are you going to do? Okay, let's say you have your retreat center, right? And this weekend is ayahuasca weekend. You're giving people ayahuasca. What are you going to do when, like, 30 people take a crap on themselves? Do you have enough, like, wet wipes for them? Are you going to spray their butt with, like, some type of deodorizing spray? Are you going to help them wipe their butt? Do you have people, like, what do you do? You know? What do you do when a person pukes all over their body? Do you give them a different shirt? What do you do with the puke? Where do you store the puke? Like, that's the thing, man. Ayahuasca is so physiologically demanding that I wouldn't want to deal with the ramifications of taking that. The subjective experience of ayahuasca requires so much ridiculous physiological responses that I'm not even down for that. I'll have a retreat center, but just be DMXC. That's a good one. Yeah. Symmetric Vision says, we didn't have Dr. Doom, we had Stalin. Yeah, y'all had the real Dr. Doom. Oh my gosh, dude. Latvia had the real Dr. Doom. Stalin. Wow, bro. Well, I mean, who do we have? We have Trump in America. Man, honestly, guys, I'm not going to get political at all. This is a science show. This is a psychedelic show. This is a show about drugs in the brain, your drug-on brains. But I am going to say that, and I'll tell all you guys right now, everyone looking at this YouTube live right now that Zeus, myself, this guy right here talking to you, bro, I have that means zero intention on living in America ever again. Okay? Before I came here, I lived in California for a pretty long time. I am American. But so in the Netherlands, I could become a citizen if I've been here for 5 years, right? 5 years. In 2027, that will be 5 years. And that means that when 2027 hits, when August 1st, 2027 hits, bro, I'm applying for citizenship, okay? And I'm not looking back, all right? I'm not looking back. Maybe I'll go to America for a conference here and there. Maybe I'll visit, maybe I won't, but I have no intention on moving back to America at all. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to talk about what's happening in America. I'm not. Because number one, I'm a neuroscientist. I'm not a freaking activist. I don't watch political shows every single day. I'm reading papers every day. I'm writing. I'm doing research. I'm reading. But I'm not going back to America. All right, let's see. Aaron Vanden says, yep, I'm the director of the Laser DMT documentary. Yes, Aaron Vanden. Aaron Vanden is the director of The Discovery, which is the I guess like a DMT red laser trailer. The documentary hasn't come out yet, but the trailer for it is blowing. Hey, Aaron, I gotta tell you, bro. Let me tell you, bro. That's a really good trailer. That's a great trailer. I was in Finland, and I showed your entire trailer to an entire captive audience. And I was like, bro, get ready. This trailer is like Hollywood, bro. It's on the edge. You get on the edge of your seat, for sure. Symmetric Vision says, I did a replication of the laser experiment. Aaron Vanden says, glad to see you popping off. Glad to see you popping off. Exotech. What up, Exotech? Exotech in the building. Exotech. I love that name, Exotech. Exotech sounds like a toy you would play with in like the late 90s. That came with like some type of like digital component, you know? Like a CD or something. Exotech. Rawr. Exotech. Rawr. That's a dope name. Exotech. Yo, Exotech, I hope you're making like exoskeletons or something. Like with a name like that, you should make exoskeletons. Like functional exoskeletons, bro. That's what I'm expecting from you. You better be making functional exoskeletons. And if you're not, then shame on you. Symmetric Vision says, oh, nice, Aaron. Did you ever experience the DMT laser experiment? Oh, good question, Symmetric Vision. Symmetric Vision says, a guy who had a psychotic break on acid once attacked me with a knife while I was sleeping once in the Netherlands. See, man, like, that's the thing. It's like, there was, actually, I was interviewed by Rolling Stone, this reporter from Rolling Stone, and he interviewed me about, so in Florida, obviously in Florida, there was a guy who, like, he went to this ayahuasca retreat, and the person who facilitated it gave him ayahuasca, obviously, and the guy who received the ayahuasca, he had a psychotic break, and, like, he tried to kill the ayahuasca facilitator. And he, like, injured him badly, like, horribly bad. Like, he, like, cut him up. Like, he, like, injured him, like, critically. And when the facilitator got out of the hospital, he's like, no, bro, I don't want to press charges. And the police were like, well, what do you mean you don't want to press charges? This guy almost killed you. And the ayahuasca facilitator was like, no, that's just what the drug does. So or what the medicine does, that's what they call it. So, and I'm not sure how that story ended up. I need to follow up on that. But it was like a huge court case. I think it is a huge court case, actually, right now. Like it's it's an ongoing thing. And I think if you just Google Rolling Stone ayahuasca killer, I don't know, ayahuasca murder. He didn't die or something. He didn't. It was, I don't know what to Google. I have no idea what to Google. Just Google Rolling Stone ayahuasca. I don't know, fight. I don't know. But it's there somewhere. I'll find it. If I find this, I will put it on my Instagram. And I'll put it on my Instagram story so you guys can look at it. But the person who wrote it was Matthias Bubsy, which is the wildest name ever. Matthias Bubsy. That sounds like like the leader of a group of cats that I don't know. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's see. Actually, it does, but we're not gonna get into that. Symmetric Vision says, hell of a night. My first experience with psychosis. Yeah, psychosis is a wild thing, man. And also, people don't realize that psychedelics, that's what they do. They cause, temporary psychosis. I mean, not psychosis, but it causes cognitive modulation that looks surprisingly similar to things like schizophrenia or bipolarism or mania. It looks similar. If you look at the brain via fMRI or fNIRS, even EEG, you'll see that the brain looks remarkably similar to a person that has schizophrenia. That's just how it is. And that's undeniable, I think, right there. Let's see. I'm reading your chat messages. You say, Aaron Vanden says, thanks, my dude. Was amped to see your laser review. Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm a scientist, and I'm just focused on the science. You're a director. You're focused on making things dope. And I respect your ability to craft something so beautifully intriguing that I've literally been across the entire planet talking about a single trailer. Just a single trailer, not even the whole documentary. I've been in Amsterdam. I've been in where else? I've been in Amsterdam. I've been in Finland. I've been in where else did I go? I think Spain maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I've been everywhere just talking about your documentary, bro. It's crazy. Or your trailer at least. So congratulations for making something so compelling that it has taken the entire psychedelic field by storm. Hey guys, what if I did ASMR? ASMR is weird. I can't do that, guys. Yeah. Exotech says, it was a name I chose for Psytrance production. Oh wait, you're a Psytrance producer? Whoa, Exotech. How can we listen to your Psytrance tunes? Drop your link in the chat or give us your Instagram or your SoundCloud, your YouTube, your X. I think that's everything. Yeah, or your Twitch, whatever. Drop your link because I want to hear about your site. I want to hear your Psytrance stuff. Also, question. Psytrance is good. I like Psytrance, but I think I'm starting to like acid more than Psytrance. And I think the reason why is because acid, it's a little bit more predictable, which means that if a beat is predictable with slight variations, then I can trust the beat. I can trust the environment that I'm in. And if it's predictable, I can get into a trance easier. With which is good. I like getting into trances. I like going into a place to like dance, and I'm dancing, and I get into such a trance where it feels like it's just myself and the sound, and nothing else exists. And it feels like I can get to that point with acid first, and then not acid, not LSD, guys, but like acid techno, like acid, and then second would be psytrance, and then third would be, I think, progressive house. Takes me on a journey, you know, a nice journey. Let's see. I'm reading the chat right now, guys. Lots of good chat. Thanks for coming in and chatting, guys. Very cool. Let's see. Aaron Vander says, I have not experienced the laser DMT phenomena. Staying objective from the outside for now. Yeah, that's good. That's how you should do it. You're doing it properly. Good for you. Good for you. Exotech says, off-roll tech, based from Terence McKenna. Oh, wow. Teaching that psilocybin spores might be from outer space, etc. Oh, wow. That's a good breakdown of why you're called Exotech. I love that breakdown, Exotech. So that's the reason why. Okay, that's really, really dope, dude. I like that. That's really nice. Very cool. Okay, I love that. I thought it was like exoskeleton. Like you were making exoskeletons. That'd be amazing. Exotech says, bruh, I need to be in the exoskeleton game. I have lost my mobility recently. Oh, whoa. Really? So first off, I agree. Get into the exoskeleton game, number one, because that's just an amazing game to get into. Number two, if you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your mobility? Wow. Okay. Exoskeleton. So we have Aaron Vanden, Exotech, Symmetric Vision, and Sabi, and Kate, who Kate needs to get a YouTube account because she's talking about she can't leave a comment. And I'm like, you can't leave a comment because you don't have a YouTube account, which means the past 2 months you haven't even freaking subscribed to the channel. Come on. Ridiculous. Calling out Kate Denny. Shout out to Kate Denny in Amsterdam. I love you, Kate Denny. Let's see. Exotech says, also, let me just give a quick shout out, guys. Shout out to Patrick Everett. Patrick Everett is a guy who actually was in Finland. He's from Ireland. He lives in the Czech Republic. And that guy put me on to so much stuff, bro. It's like he gave a talk before mine about Terence McKenna. And he was talking about the idea of DMT elves and entities, right? And he was saying that Terence McKenna, like, he wasn't really talking about actual elves and entities. He was using it as like a way to show this this sort of alienness of the DMT experience and how DMT can elicit a otherworldly type of like vibe. And it's very true. It's very true. And it may be metaphorical. And a lot of Terence McKenna, what he said probably was metaphorical, but he also said it as an actual fact too, I believe. And even if he didn't say it as an actual fact, people still believe it as if there are entities and aliens out there whenever you do DMT. So that's why I have to address it like it's an actual thing. But he had a really good talk in Finland. And also, he put me on to this other guy. I'm sure you heard of him, Aleister Crowley. I'm sure you guys have heard of Aleister Crowley. So my understanding of Aleister Crowley before I talked to Patrick is that Aleister Crowley was this dude who was he was sort of like an edge lord type of guy. You know, he was into like dark magic, black magic, and satanic rituals and stuff. And that's how I understood Aleister Crowley. But Aleister Crowley was actually a dude who was tripping all the time. And he couldn't talk about psychedelics because people were getting arrested for talking about like dangerous things, you know? So he would talk about psychedelics in a way that would place them in this realm or category of like magic. And he just sent me his thesis on Aleister Crowley. Or no, he sent me his presentation. I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, shout out to Patrick Everett. He's a cool guy. I think he's gonna get his PhD soon. Hopefully he comes to Maastricht or Leiden and work on his, and get his PhD. That'd be cool. Let's see. Exotex says, bro, I need to be in the yeah. Also a play on exotic. Yeah. Exotic. Exotex says Crohn's disease. Years of corticosteroid use, bone density loss, and necrosis hip. Had a fall recently. Had to have hip replacement, and I'm only 43. Dang, bro, you've been going through it. Let me read that again. Crohn's disease. Years of corticosteroid use. Dang, corticosteroid use. That's wow, bro. Bone density loss and necrosis hip. Had a fall recently. Had to have a hip replacement. And you're only 43. Dang, bro. Sounds like you've been going through it, man. Well, number one, at least you have psytrance. At least you have psychedelics. And you have me. That's also very important. And you have your drug on brains, which is my show. So yeah, man, it sounds like but cortical. Yeah, tell me about cortical steroids, bro. Tell me what that is like. I've never done cortical steroids. That's one of the drugs that I haven't done. So can you give me a breakdown? Maybe I should just Google it. Cortical steroids. Cortical steroids, bro. So that's like, from what I understand, that's like steroids for like, is it steroids for like your cortical brain, or is it steroids for like your like spine, or is it something else entirely? Because like I would think if you could get steroids for your brain, dang, you make your brain all big. Just imagine you walk around with like a giant brain, your brain just bulging out of your head. Blah. You walk around, you go to Starbucks, people are like, man, that dude is on cortical steroids, bro. His brain is 3 times the size of a regular brain. And you order your coffee, but you don't even pick up your coffee. You just like think, and it just like, the whole coffee cup just like levitates and comes to you. You just drink it. It just tips. Let's see. It's like amphetamines, but no come down. And your senses are super heightened and cause mystical experiences. Dang, what? So it's like an amphetamine with no come down, and your senses are super heightened, causes mystical experiences. Bro, that sounds incredible, bro. That sounds amazing. So you've been tripping for like years, basically. That's wow. I think I'm gonna change. There's a background I'm going to change. But wow, bro, I got to write that down. Cortical steroids. Let me write this down in my big notes list of things to look at. Let's see. Cortical steroids. Boom. Look up. Like a big psychedelic trip. Boom. It's used to reduce inflammation. Your mouth waters at food. Weed makes you orgasm. What the hell, bro? Yo, cortical steroid sounds lit, bro. Cortical steroid sounds like that's where it's at, bro. Your mouth waters at food. Okay, I love that. And weed makes you orgasm? Psh, bro. Cortical steroid sounds like the truth. Dang, how long have you been doing corticosteroids? Like, how many, like, has it been, like, months or, like, years? Or, like, decades? Have you been tripping for decades? Dude, if you've been on corticosteroids for, like, years, then, like, what can LSD do to you? You know? What can DMT do to you that corticosteroids hasn't done for you? It takes its toll, yeah. Yeah, any long-term drug use will definitely take its toll, for sure. And you needed it for the inflammation. 4 years, bro, you've been on corticosteroids. Oh my gosh, dude. That is wild, bro. Dang, bro. Been tripping for 4 years. My dude's been tripping for 4 years. Straight. It's not visually psychedelic. Okay. But, like, all the other senses are heightened? So, like, when you say the heightened senses, you mean, like, senses besides vision is heightened? Like, auditory? Vestibular? Tactile? Taste? That sucks. It's not visionary. It's not a visual experience. But still cool, though. Unlimited energy. Oh my gosh, bro. Corticosteroids, bro. How do you get corticosteroids? Let me see. But for 4 years is a long time. Yeah. Oh, it's used to. So okay, corticosteroids medicines are used to treat arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease, asthma, allergies, and many other conditions. They're also used to prevent organ rejection in transplant recipients. They do that by helping to suppress the immune system. Corticosteroids also treats Addison's disease. Addison's disease. Are corticosteroids harmful? The most common adverse effects of corticosteroids includes osteoporosis and fractures. Oh, damn. Suppression of hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. Diabetes. Oh, yeah. So yeah, cataracts. So yeah, if you get on corticosteroids too long, bro, you can get some bad stuff happen to you. But that's with everything. But definitely corticosteroids. Unlimited energy sounds nice, bro. Gosh, bro. Unlimited energy sounds lit. Litty, litty, litty. All right, man. So, with that said, Exotech, my time on the Psychedelic Hotline, Psychonaut Hotline, is done. I'm finished. It's not something I recommend. Ooh, okay. Well, then I will not do corticosteroids anytime soon. Okay? I won't. But what I will do is I will return to Psychonaut Hotline next week. I think I'm going to do this weekly. I think this is a good weekly experience. I haven't done this since last month. I love talking to people. I love having that experience of, like, talking to people live. And it's super cool to enjoy and experience everyone live. So I think I'm going to do this again next Sunday. I think it's going to be a weekly thing. I couldn't do it last Sunday because I was in Luxembourg, and I couldn't do it last Sunday because I was in Finland. But now I'm in Maastricht, and now I'm doing it. Try them once. Yeah. Let me call my dealer and get some corticosteroids along with my ketamine. See if he has any. Hey, nice chat, man. Love this. Subscribe. Yes, subscribe. Follow me. Oh, yeah, let me plug myself because I've been plugging everybody else. So I'm Zeus Tapato. Yes, that's me. And I want you, if you have Instagram, if you have X/Twitter, and if you have, what else? Oh, yeah, if you have TikTok, all right, all three of those things, right? You can follow me on all of those platforms by doing something very simple. Just searching or typing in T as in Tom, I as in ice, P as in Paul, A as in apple, D as in dork, O as in orange, Tapato. That's my last name. That's my surname. do we get this out? Oh, I just zoomed in, bro. I don't want to zoom in this close. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. There you go. Zoom out more. Anyways, whatever. I'll zoom in for you guys. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Tapado. Also, you're on my YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe. Your Drug on Brains. You can also go to ydob.tv. Yes, that takes you right to the YouTube page, and you can see all the brand new YouTube's videos that drop every single week. Every week, I drop 4 videos and 1 YouTube live. Yes. And what else? Oh yeah, and if you want to look at all of the papers I've written, all of my work, all my research, all my stuff, bro, podcast appearances, everything, you can go to tipado.com, tapado.com. That's my last name. You can go there and you can see all my stuff, bro. It's all there. It's there. It's not hiding from you. It's right there. How do I get this thing to zoom out? Is this zoom out? Is this zoom out? You're a loser, bro. Not zoom in. Zoom out. Oh, whatever. Let me get it to zoom out. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this fantastic time that I've spent with you guys. It's been fun. It's been a fun time. I really like spending time with you guys. I'll do it manually. I like spending time with you guys, but now it's the end of the show. And I got to do things, man. I got to get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I got to go into the lab. I got to do research. I need to work on our website, our psychedelic lab website. I need to work on some data that I have from some brain scans that I did. I got to do some stats. I'm not looking forward to it, but I got to do it. I got to pay some bills. I got to make some food. I got to clean up. I got to do a lot of life stuff. I got to do a lot of lab stuff, but lots of life stuff. All right? I am a human being. Yes, I'm still human, bro. But I got to leave, guys. So it was fun talking to you guys. Velocet, you came at the end, Velocet. You came at the end, Mr. and Mrs. Velocet. Oh, my gosh. You came at the end. Exotech says, or when you come to America, bring me some Netherlands goods to trade. Oh, bro. If you only... The amount of drugs that I have access to in this country is remarkable. Like, right now, I can go on a website and order some of the most exotic psychedelics you haven't even heard of. Order them, pay for them, and have them shipped tomorrow to my front door with a sticker in the box and a thank you. Seriously, it's wild. It's a wild place to live, and I love it. Velocet, yes. Damn, I missed the show. Love your channel. I love you for loving my channel, number one. I love you, Mr. and Mrs. Velocet. I love the emojis you're dropping. That's also very cool. I love that. And I love that you're going to sit and rewatch the show because it's going to be good. But also remember, next Sunday, I will be returning to YouTube Live. Same time, same place. Different outfit, though. Different outfit. All right. Much love, Velocet. Aaron Vanden. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, follow me. Instagram, TikTok. What's the other one? X, Twitter. At Tapado, Tipado. Follow me. Aaron Vanden. You'll be in Amsterdam next week? I'll be in Maastricht. I'll be in down south. I'm not going to... Maybe oh, you're going to ADE? Aaron, you're going to ADE? Maybe I'll go to ADE. I don't know. Maybe I will go to ADE. ADE is called Amsterdam Dance Event. I went last year. It was fantastic. But, bro, I need time for my brain to reset. I've been going too hard the past 2 weeks. I've been in 6 countries the past 2 weeks, and I've been partying in a lot of those countries. I need time for my brain to rest and reset. So I'm probably not going to go to ADE. I'm going to chill in Maastricht and focus on my life. Okay, Exotech, much love. You're in Texas. Gas station weed. Gas station weed. Love it. All right. Onwards and outwards. Your drug on brains. I'll see all of you very, very soon next week. Next week. Bye-bye.